What's up, everybody? This is the first ever episode of Money Talks TV. I'm a lazy person. I'm not good at putting out a lot of content, so this might be the last episode. I've been talking about doing Money Talks TV since I learned how to talk, actually. But the ironic thing is all I would do is talk about making Money Talks TV. Really, all I needed to do is just put a goddamn camera on me, press record, and talk. So this is what I'm doing. I'm just gonna, if you want a bunch of spectacular guests, if you want glitter and all that bullshit, you came to the wrong place. It's literally just me talking because all I care about is hearing myself talk. Many of you may know that I was on a show. It was called Are You the One I'm Banging Tonight Unless Your Name's Ethan. A lot of people ask me, they say, oh, was being trapped in that house, was it a lot like jail? And I say, well, the only difference is somebody would have fucked me in jail. One of the biggest dry streaks of my life came when I was trapped in a house with 11 young horny girls. If you think your game's bad, just remember you could always be Ethan from Are You the One season 6. It doesn't get worse than that. There's no such thing as having worse game than I had on Are You the One season 6. But it's fine because I used to, you know, before the show, girls used to leave me on red. Now the only thing that gets left on red is their ass when they let me spank them because girls love being spanked. Okay, enough with the corny ass cheesy one-liners. I'm done. I got that out of the way. I want to speak candidly about the show. So basically how I got on the show. I was doing an audition. This girl I know wanted to audition me for a rap show, a rap battle show, so I said, why not? So she did a Skype audition with me, and it was the day after. This girl really broke my heart because she said I wasn't weird enough. So, which is weird because I thought that that's what I prided myself in. That's the one thing I had going for me, is that I was extra weird and nobody could out-weird me. But she said that she found somebody weirder than me. So I was like actually heartbroken about it. So during this interview, they asked me about rap and like, what, you know, they asked me, why do I think I'm the dopest rapper? And the entire time I just ranted about, I was like, you know what, I don't give a shit about rap. This girl last night said I wasn't weird enough. I'm about to do the weirdest shit. And I was like doing these weird dances. I was talking about conspiracy theories. And then at the end, I just broke down and told the story and ranted and said that love is a scam. I'll never fall in love again. And just basically they wanted me to talk about dissing rappers. All I was doing was dissing love that entire interview. Turns out Damon from Are You the One was in the same office as the girl who, you know, worked for the rap show, saw my casting tape and was like, we're auditioning this dude for the wrong show. He needs to be on Are You the One. I had never even heard of Are You the One. I thought it was just like, you know, a pilot or something that MTV was trying to get off the ground. And then I saw I started watching a few clips. I couldn't watch more than 30 seconds of an Are You the One clip because it would have made me not want to do the show. I was like, these are the douchiest, trashiest people in America, and I don't want to trap myself in a house with these people. But then again, like, I'm always like, have you seen the movie Yes Man with Jim Carrey? That's me. I never say no to anything. I wanted to do the show just because, like, you'll never get an opportunity like that again. And also, I wanted to prolong growing up. I'm 26 years old. I'm getting to that age where I gotta start figuring shit out, and it scares the hell out of me. But Are You the One? I felt like it would just be, you know, a couple months where I just could prolong and I could just put a forbearance on growing up, and that's exactly what I did. I didn't, you know, I actually regressed. I felt 21 again, and it was kind of miserable. Which brings me to my next point. How was the actual experience on Are You the One? I walked into the house the very first day, immediately felt out of place. Let's roll the clip. These girls are all about to friend zone me, and I'm just gonna be in the corner with strawberries, talking to myself. I walk into the house, I meet people, I see some of the most attractive dudes. These dudes don't look like real people. A lot of these guys look like they were like a Madden creative player. That's what all of these dudes look like. And then the girls, I thought these were the shallow girls that only go for looks, and I just isolated myself the entire time. As things went along, you'd think that my confidence would get better and you'd think that I would come out of my shell. Well, let's roll a clip from the very last night in the house. The 7s are below, that's me, and you're like a 9.2, you know what I'm saying? Oh. As you could see, from the first day to the last day, my confidence didn't get any better. So there was no self-improvement that went on in the house. I only got really good at drinking alcohol. every time I talked to a girl in the house, I felt bad for them. I felt sorry for them because I knew, I could see it in their eyes. I knew they would rather be talking to somebody else. This is how a girl would be when they were talking to me. Yeah, totally. Yeah, they would look everywhere. They made better eye contact with Clinton when they were talking to me. Think about that. So, and here I am self-deprecating, but the thing is there's self-deprecation and then there's honesty. I was just being honest. I was doomed from the moment I walked into that house. I got my boy Nate. I don't know. As I'm editing this video, I'm realizing maybe it was me. While I was talking to the girls, they could see how uncomfortable I was and how insecure, and maybe it made them insecure and it made them think, oh, this guy's uncomfortable, maybe he doesn't want me, maybe it's something about me, and that's why they would go away to somebody who would make them feel more comfortable, because I knew the way I talked to girls, how nervous I was, it made them uncomfortable. If I had, and that's having confidence, if I had the confidence to make girls feel comfortable, I probably would have done better in the house. So this whole, oh, I'm not good looking enough, it really wasn't about looks, man. It wasn't about looks. Because after the first few days of the house, I'm sure they threw that shit out the window. They just wanted somebody real, somebody genuine, somebody who they could really vibe with. And I knew I could have been that guy, but I was in my head too much, thinking about my own insecurities, telling myself that they see what I was saying in this video that I'm editing. That's why I didn't get the girls, because of that mind state. Because I was telling myself these things. I was telling myself that I wasn't good enough for them. If I just told myself that I was good enough for them, then I would have been good enough for them. And I might have love right now. I probably wouldn't be single. So I'm really glad that I came to this conclusion. And you know what? Flip the camera around. This guy right here, I had a conversation with him and he just put this in my head, and I was about to just release this video, but Nate called me on my bullshit and said, you know what? Think about it this way. It's important to get friends who call you on your bullshit. Like, hey yo Nate, where can they find you on Instagram?
Hey yo, I'm fucking Raddest Ginger Alive. You gotta hit me up. Baddest bitch there is. Baddest bitch.
Cut.